Hello, I'm Paul Fogarty. I blog as the Aperitif Guy and write, present, do videos, do training around all sorts of areas in hospitality. In this video, I want to look at a nice romantic cocktail. This was actually one of the earliest cocktails I created. It was first made in a Greek restaurant in the north of France in, I'm going to say, around about March of 1990. Um, so, because of the Greek connection and the French connection, it finished up with the name Hélène de Troie, Helen of Troy. Helen was the great beauty of Greek legend, whose abduction and the power tussle between the man who was her husband and the man who desired her caused the Trojan Wars. So maybe she's a little bit dangerous, but above all, she is beautiful. And that makes her a great cocktail for a romantic night in. Maybe an anniversary dinner. Maybe you're about to propose marriage. Maybe you just love each other and want to show it. So I'm going to make two cocktails because there's nothing romantic about one cocktail. And I'm starting with rose liqueur. Now, this one is by Givert. I got that online through Amazon. You can get these kind of liqueurs in any number of good spirit shops and liqueurs and cocktail making shops, that sort of thing. So, this one is a rose flavored one, and it smells absolutely wonderful. It smells like really good quality damask roses. Um, and it's this gorgeous pink colour too. So I'm going to put a fair bit in the bottom of each flute. If I were using a standard shape flute, I would probably measure out 20 to 30 millilitres. But because I'm using flutes that are a peculiar shape, I have to do it by eye. So you want it just over a quarter full. So there's my liqueur. These things are not massively expensive. Um, that cost me £18. So, you know, for a cocktail liqueur, if you're going to use it, it's worth having. I'm then going to top up these flutes with rosé champagne. Doesn't have to be champagne, but what I would say is um, not to use prosecco. The kind of flavour balance of prosecco is very different from champagne, and champagne has some acidity about it, which works really well with the with the rose liqueur. Um, if you don't want to use champagne, then cava is better, um, or a New World sparkling or an English sparkling, um, but something with some acidity with it. And I'm just going to pour that in here. But what I'm going to do is when I start pouring, I'm just going to agitate it a little bit because that liqueur is quite viscous and I don't want it to settle on the bottom in a single layer. There you are. Now, if you've used champagne, it's not going to be the cheapest of cocktails, but this is for a special occasion. This isn't kind of Tuesday night in. This is birthdays, wedding anniversaries. When you've just come out you've signed off from your chemo and you want a night in together, whatever it might be, there are all kinds of special occasions that couples have together. Who am I to dictate what is or isn't a special night? But this is for a special occasion. And I'm just going to garnish it because I'm being romantic. There we go. Each one garnished with a rose petal. Um, there you are. It smells beautiful, it's fragrant, but because of the champagne, it's light and it's not too sweet. Mm. Here's to your happiness, and may your life be filled with love.